Welcome to Off-Grid Contract. Guys, in this video today I'd like to share with you our EMP box. We build these for clients that are wanting to put their whole system in the container, shut it up, and forget about it. Now we've gotten to the point with the 12-volt systems that you can put up to 6 of the large top batteries right there, nanocarbon. You can put them in here, and you can also put the complete charging and inverter system in here along with your cabling. Shut the whole system up in here and you're good to go. Now if you want to use it, it's a matter of opening the lid, pulling the other lid off that I'll show you in just a moment, and you're ready to go. But what I really want to do right now is go over the box with you. So first off, we have really tried to focus on keeping a low profile when we work for customers. Your privacy and safety is always our #1 concern, because we work cheaper than anybody else, so we don't give a rip about profiteering. All we got to do is just do a good job, all right? Because we're cheaper than anybody on the block. The rigid box is what we prefer to use. We've really become a fan of rigid. When we get the box in from Home Depot, what we do is we try to make sure that once that it's shut, people are completely oblivious that it's anything other than a work box, okay? The reason I also like it is because if you step right here, you can see that you've got this extra little bungee thing for storage. So, you know, non-critical things such as, you know, protection, firearms, something like that. I say non-critical, what I mean is electronics, okay? Is so, you know, if you want to put personal protection in here, things like that, and lock this box up, it's kind of like a safe plus an EMP box. All right, so there's plenty of storage up top. You can also lay stuff on the lid. You have about 5 to 6 inches of depth here that you can store stuff on top of the lid. It will hold the weight as long as it's not insanely heavy. Okay, so we have our first layer of protection, which is the metallized container. This box comes with a gasket. Now we used to do a gasket on a different type box, but it actually has a rubberized gasket. Okay, so that kind of forms the first layer of protection. Now you can ground this box. If you want to leave it ungrounded, you can. If you want to ground it, we leave that up to people what they choose to do. All right, inside this, there is not one single fastener in this whole build. I've come up with a system that this all goes in kind of like, I think they call it like Pandoras Box or something like that in Oriental culture, where that everything interlocks so that once the pressure is applied and the sealant, this is unmovable. So what we do is we cut this in the pattern so that everything is pressurized against each other and interlocked. We square this off inside the box, and then we spray foam insulate this, so that creates another barrier plus shock absorbent. Okay, so I mean it's really solid. All right, so the inner layer, okay, that we have next, I'm not going to go into too much depth, but I'll tell you this: it is isolator, insulator, and it's ballistic grade material, and it's 3/8 thick. And then at that point, we also have a foam insulated seal that goes in and around that for added protection, and also help make sure that the lid maintains a very good flush seal around on the interior lip that's right at 3/8 thick lip all the way around it. And then inside the box, with this particular build, because we know that it was nanocarbon batteries, we actually can fit exactly 6 in here. There's a divider strip. What that does is keep the batteries from sliding forward, touching each other, and also leaves room so that if you do want to, say, only do 4 batteries in here, if you've done 4, you can go 1, 2, 1, and you can actually interconnect all those and then set your 12-volt charging system on top of this that we can fabricate and actually run your system in the box if you need to. Okay, so next up is the lid. All right, now this lid, as you can see, it looks kind of rough. That's because this has actually been sealed together. This is actually pretty much, you'd say, liquid welded. This is all inner welded together pretty much at this point and adhesive together. So there's no fasteners as well in the lid. Okay, and also rubberized coated. Everything is rubberized coated. All right, now we build everything to be extremely tight on tolerances. Okay? And as you can see right there, extremely tight, and you don't want anything to be loose, okay, shifting around, because this needs to be as non-conductive as possible, all right? So at that point, we've created a coffin, so we're pretty much 2-3 layers deep of insulation at that point. Now, what we've also stepped into doing is A lot of people want to keep their lock system, and that's fine. What we've done with these new type locks is that once the interior of it's been sprayed and sealed and rubberized and foamed, then all that's left is the locking fastener coming through. Now, if you don't want to lock the box, then we can foam that, seal that, and you're done. But these the hooks to go through to your lock system, once that's set permanent in place with the locks that you choose, all you got to do is tighten that up. And so we send some extra rubberized coating so that once the customer's locks is in place, they can coat that with rubber. And at that point, you're ready to go. And then when you shut your box down, at the end of the day, nobody knows any wiser whether it's a job box or whether you have an EMP system in storage. At the end of the day, I think that the more protection you can add to your system when it comes to EMP, the better. The only way I foresee that in a business perspective, and also as working in the field, is to absolutely isolate, insulate, and rubberize, seal everything around that so that there's not a chance of conductivity. So I hope that's a help to you. Hope that shows you what we offer as far as EMP protection. We really do try to take this to the very next level. It will ship to you discreetly, or we can deliver this to you discreetly. And I think that way it also protects privacy. And so with that said, if you'd like to get one of these units, or you'd like another project done by us, whatever that may be, a wide spectrum of what we do at Off-Grid, you can check us out at offgridcontracting.com. And until I see you again, I look forward to working for you.